Inhale, reach the arms up, stretch. Exhale, fall forward, head to knees. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands down, step it back. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, baby or big cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Spreading the fingers wide, placing them on the mat. Pedaling out the feet, trying to straighten the legs, feeling a stretch in the hamstrings, lengthening the spine, breathing. Inhale, lift up that right leg, step it through to the front of the mat. Inhaling, warrior one. Keeping the knee in line with the ankle. Beautiful, into warrior two. Inhaling, taking the left leg forward and fold. Again, another right leg hamstring stretch. Inhaling, taking the both feet back, coming into a plank position. Inhaling and exhaling at the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, come into a side plank, lengthening, stretching. Beautiful. Focusing on the breath. As you exhale, placing the hands down, inhaling and exhaling to center. And inhale, opposite side. Keeping the hips high, core engaged. Back to center, inhaling and exhaling as you fall forward into Chaturanga Dandasana. And exhale, downward dog. Breathing here. Focusing on the breath, focusing on lengthening feet and hands to the floor. Inhaling, lift up that left leg. And exhale, step it through to the front of the mat into warrior one. Beautiful. Inhaling, warrior two. Inhaling back to center, taking the right leg forward as you exhale into the hamstring stretch on the opposite side. Inhale, taking both feet to center, look forward, exhale, fully fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach and stretch up towards the roof. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step both feet back, plank position, either knees, chest, chin, or you can come into a chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Again, noticing that you're keeping your fingers spread wide on the mat, you're breathing, you're pedaling the legs, you're really feeling the stretch, lengthening and stretching, not forcing it, just feeling it. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling deeply. And then taking that right arm to the opposite leg, breathing. And then the left arm over to the opposite side, looking under your opposite elbow. Breathing, stretching, slightly walking up towards the top of the mat at your own pace. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward and catch the back of your legs. If you want to give yourself a nice hug, squeeze, bending the knees. You feel a nice stretch here. And then slowly reach yourself up and exhale back to neutral position. Inhale, reach and stretch to the roof. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Placing the hands down and stepping it back. Plank position. Again, rocking forward and back from the toes. And then you're going to push forward on the toes into a chaturanga as you keep the elbows in as you come down. Inhaling into an upward dog, dropping the shoulders back and down, and exhale into a downward dog again. This is a neutral position, an amazing position for the entire body stretch. And then you're going to inhale and step that right leg back. Keeping both legs straight, you'll feel a further stretch on the right side. Breathing again, deep breathing through the nose, in and out through the nose. And then exhaling and then inhaling, taking the left foot back. Again, keeping both legs as straight as possible. If you need a slight bend, that is okay. And then bringing it back to center and slowly walking yourself back up to the front of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward, catching the elbows and just rocking side to side. Keeping the legs slightly bent or straight, whatever is right for you. Bending the knees, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, neutral position. Again, inhaling, lengthen and stretch, focus on the breath. Exhale, fold forward, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, plank position, and then drop it down to the knees. So beautiful. We're going to come into a cat-cow position here. So keeping the hands in line with the shoulders. And then you've got a nice box position. Inhaling, lengthening, chin to the ceiling. Exhale, crunch everything under, core engaged. Inhaling, lengthening and looking up towards the roof. Exhaling, crunching everything under. So the core should be in towards the spine. Inhaling, looking up, or keeping the eyes closed and using it as a moving meditation. Exhaling. It's all about the breath here, going in and out with the eyes closed with the breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling, crunching everything in, engaging the core, rounding the spine. Come to neutral position and then inhale, lengthen that right arm and the left leg, pointing everything, stretching, and then exhale, crunch them in. Inhale, lengthen. Beautiful. Exhale, crunch everything in. Opposite elbows to opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Again, inhale, lengthening and stretching, and then bending that opposite knee and then twisting around, taking the opposite hand to the opposite foot, holding it here to whatever's comfortable, and then come back to a neutral position. Relax here in child's pose, completely relax, focusing on your breath, nothing else to do in this moment but inhaling for 3, 2, 1. Fully exhale, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhaling for 3, 2, 1, and exhale, coming up and back into neutral position. Opposite sides, we're going to inhale cat, exhale cow. Inhale cow, this was. Exhale cat. Really crunch the back like a cat, that's why it's the cat position. Beautiful. Inhale again, looking up towards the roof and really rounding everything as you crunch in. And we're going to lift up the left arm and the right leg. And exhale as you crunch everything in. Inhale, lengthen, go with the breath here. Exhale, crunch, rounding. Inhale, lengthen, pointing. Exhale, crunching. Become aware of the whole body here as you do this, bending the opposite leg and then lifting up and twisting. Trying to look over up at your foot. And then when you're ready, slowly come down. Back into child's pose, relaxing just for a quick breath. Again, it's a moving meditation, so you're meditating throughout the whole thing. Staying on the knees, staying in this position. You're going to inhale, reach both arms up, interlock the fingers and stretch up towards the roof, leaning back slightly. Good. Opening up the arms, taking them behind the back, interlock the fingers, open the chest and look up. And then slowly as you exhale, come down to the front of the mat where your head can just balance and then stretch the shoulders. Really nice shoulder stretch. Good. Allowing your shoulders to relax and breathing deeply here. It's all about the breath. Inhaling, coming up, opening up the arms, and as you exhale, taking the right arm to the opposite leg and then twisting around, looking over the opposite shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposites. Breathing deeply. Inhale to center. Lift the arms up, take the wrist, and then twist over to the right side or lengthen. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposites. Again, inhale, center. Opposite side. Use this as a moving meditation. Just stretching, noticing how you feel, not forcing it. And then slowly stretching back. Exhale, back to cat-cow position. And then we're going to come up onto our knees. Take your hands behind your back. Inhaling and then exhaling, allowing your hips to come forward and then just come back to whatever's comfortable for you, not forcing it. Just opening the chest up towards the roof and pushing forward. So the hips are coming forward and you're breathing here in this stretch. Exhaling, coming out of it. And then rounding the back in the opposite position. So you want to round the back again. So whatever we do, one pose, we do the counter pose, the opposite pose. And then just sitting into a child's pose for a second, just to breathe it in and breathe it out. Grateful for the body for doing this, grateful for the mind. Aware of each. Beautiful. Come back into plank pose, chaturanga, inhaling, upward dog, and exhaling into a downward dog, taking that neutral position. It's the core position in yoga for this practice, well, from all practices, but really stretches out the whole body, makes you feel so good, lengthens the spine, and then sitting down into a full lotus pose or Padmasana. Beautiful. And then this is what you can do. You can take your hands together, giving yourself another hug. If you don't want to do this, you can just sit in Padmasana in a meditative position, breathing. And then coming down to the neutral position, taking a moment, inhaling, opening the arms up right up to the roof, interlocking the fingers again and stretching, stretching, stretching. And then exhale, taking the opposite hand to the opposite knee like we've done before and twisting. We're going to do twist sequences throughout this practice. Really good for the digestion, to get things moving, for the liver, and switching. And also to calm you, to relax you. If you're focused on the breath and you've got a quiet mind. And then rolling back up into Padmasana, but into a lying one. So then hands on the knee, breathing here, and then taking the knees in towards the chest. Find your balance here, and then give yourself a hug. Making sure you've got some balance. I'm too close to the window, so it's losing some balance. And hug yourself, squeeze yourself tight. Really nice. And then taking it up into Shirsasana, which is a shoulder stand. Again, I'm too close to the window, so I can't do much with this. But just whatever is comfortable for you. And then slowly coming down into Paschimottanasana, forward fold, seated. Inhaling, reach the arms up, and then you're going to tilt forward and fully fold forward. I rounded my spine too much here, so I should be using the hips a little bit more, but I should have aligned myself a little bit more to get into it. So you're going to really just feel a nice deep stretch here. Pedaling out the feet. And then counter pose to this, bending the knees and lifting yourself up. Really lift the stomach to the roof. And then slowly exhale, coming down again into a neutral seated position, lotus. And then we're going to sit down for a meditation. Finish that quick practice, only 14 minutes long, of yoga, where you can just quickly get something done, feel a stretch, feel good, quiet the mind. Inhaling for 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Again, inhaling like it's your last breath. 3, 2, 1. Fully exhale. 3, 2, 1. Again, deep inhale, rising the shoulders, feeling so much love and gratitude. And exhaling, fully releasing. And just thinking good thoughts about yourself and about your day ahead. Fully relaxed.